Hello everyone. I don't really cover news on this channel, unless you count lore deep dives of a game from 2006 as news, but it did feel prudent to remark on the rumors and leaks that we may be getting an Oblivion Remaster or Remake in 2025. Since lately all my content has been centered around Oblivion, I feel like it makes sense to talk about this. I won't go super into the details of the leaks and rumors. You can probably find those on the game journalist websites, but basically, there was a legal document leaked back in 2023 when Microsoft acquired Bethesda. It was a rough roadmap for Bethesda. Most of things on it have been confirmed or released, so you can take it relatively seriously. The two notable standouts that haven't been confirmed was a Fallout 3 remaster and an Oblivion remaster. When that original document leaked, I think people were a little skeptical of it because remastering games just wasn't a Bethesda thing. Now, though it seems that there has been another leak from someone who is working at the studio that is possibly doing the remaster, and is saying something similar to the court document. That it's an Oblivion remaster that is going to be released in 2025. Another piece of information that was leaked is that it will be the original game's engine providing the physics, combat, and AI, but it will be the Unreal Engine that will cover rendering the visuals, such as textures, lighting, and models. And that's all the technical things and any of the things that we can really say with certainty. And I definitely would say we have to take all of this with a grain of salt, since this is all just leaks and rumors. It could all just be nothing and we get no game at all. I would say, though, I feel like it's more likely than not to happen because we've gotten two separate leaks on this over a very long period of time. So with that being said, I thought I would make a video theorizing what I would want and not want in an Oblivion remaster. Also to discuss how I feel about a remaster of this game I've been playing since 2006. And I have to say, I'm of two minds about an Oblivion remaster. Part of me doesn't want a remaster because a lot of what I enjoy about Oblivion, you can tell, is unintentional. The faces in Oblivion were groundbreaking for the time, but now everyone just looks like babyface psychopaths. Same could be said for the leveling system, which inherently doesn't work right, but once you understand it, it makes for interesting and weird playthroughs and builds. So part of me doesn't want a remaster because so much of what makes Oblivion great was it was a wacky experiment and you can't just recreate that, basically. Or would they wouldn't intentionally do it either. The other half of my mind thinks that this will be great for getting more eyes on Oblivion's story, and what I've learned from doing these lore videos is that the lore and story are the best part of the game. So if more people get exposed to it, the better. As far as Elder Scrolls games that need a remaster, I would say Oblivion is the least deserving. Only Skyrim is a more accessible mainline Elder Scrolls game. I do have a theory on why they would do a remaster of Oblivion first, though. Since Oblivion is the most recent game to Skyrim, it would need the least amount of work compared to the other games to remaster. So this is a low-risk, possibly high-reward play for Bethesda. If the reception for this remaster is through the roof, they could probably justify a remaster of the earlier games, like Morrowind or even Daggerfall. Those remasters will take a lot more investment because they would need to be voice acted, and technically are farther behind. Whereas Oblivion, you could just update the visuals and it would be pretty much good to go. Personally though, I hope they do a little more than just update the graphics for Oblivion, because there are areas where things could be genuinely improved. But I really hope they don't just lean into a kind of reskinned Skyrim, because I think that would be a disservice as well. I think they could rework the leveling system so it naturally made sense to new players rather than having it be this sort of weird esoteric leveling that we have now. I also think they could revamp the combat a little, give melee a little bit more than just power moves and basic staggering, possibly give spellcasters other animations for casting bigger spells or doing more interesting things for bigger spells, and general improvements to sneaking and bows for stealth characters. I also think the encounter design for Oblivion could be revamped and improved greatly. Too many times you go through a dungeon fighting the same type of enemy over and over again. The lore behind the Knights of the Nine is so cool, but the fights aren't amazing, and the final boss fight is a little lackluster. You don't really do anything other than fight a guy, cast a spell, go up into the sky, and then you fight him again, kill him again, basically. There really isn't a huge amount there. There could be a lot more of an interesting fight involved. They could add more special situations to these to shake up the gameplay. I'd even be open to them adding additional content to expand the lore, because there's plenty of it that is underexplored, but I would say it needs to be done by someone who really cares, not some quick horse armor cash grab, which I think is definitely a possibility and on the table. At the end of the day, though, it'll just bring more attention to the game, which is good, because even if the remaster is bad, you can just tell people to play the original. And if you're watching my channel, you're probably a fan of Oblivion. This video could be a place for Oblivion fans to discuss if they even want a remaster, what do they want to see in an Oblivion remaster. So it'd be interesting for you guys to comment and have a discussion about what you'd like to see, or if you even want to see a game at all. Thanks for watching my rant on the remastered Oblivion game. I look forward to your opinions on it. It would mean a lot if you would like the video and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way to making more of these videos. Thanks.